Okay. Right. So what we've got then, so we're looking at the requirements of Unit 1, Task A, and exploring the roles of a teacher and trainer. Hopefully we can complete that this evening with the idea of improving perhaps, or second, this is an old, it comes from the level 3 because this is week 2, second journal entry. It'll just be a journal entry that we can put in about the roles and responsibilities of a teacher. So there's 3 criteria we've got to hit just with this one task. So is it about explaining the role and responsibilities and boundaries as a teacher and trainer and how you work with other professionals. We can use references to the Education and Training Foundation standards and your own job description. I have actually put, I think, not that it'll help Gemma, but there is a job description, I think, for a teacher at Harlow College in resources on one file, and I have also put a job description for a teacher at Norwich City College, I think, on there as well. And I did that because the Harlow job descriptions are, well, I think they're awful. They're really hard to understand because they're split into so many different boxes. And the City College Norwich one is a more traditional job description. It's kind of easier to pull the bits and pieces out of it. So we're looking to explain what the criteria are, is explain the roles and responsibilities of teachers and trainers in education and training, how that involves working with other professionals, and what the boundaries are between us and those other professionals. And I've done this by creating a little table in which you can sort of respond to. And we're looking at the teaching cycle. So I thought it would be a good idea just to break the roles and responsibilities of a teacher trainer down into the steps of the training cycle. So normally it's, where we identify the needs of learners, we plan and design some form of a training program for them, we deliver that, we assess the learners to see how well they've done and if they've passed or achieved, and then we evaluate not the learners, but we evaluate our performance and the performance of the training program to see how that went and if there's any opportunities to improve the way that the program is planned and delivered. And then we start the cycle all over again with a new group of learners. So we're going to look at each step round the cycle and see what are the roles and the responsibilities at each stage. On one file resources, you will find this is the document that we need to fill in. That's the table. It's called Evidence 111. It's just a Microsoft Word table. On the next screen, we'll actually see what that looks like. And here, that's the Education and Training Foundation standards and the Harlow College job description. And then the one that's marked just job description, that's the City College Norwich one. This is a copy of these PowerPoint slides, and that's a little video that registers a reminder what has to be done for this particular task. This is what the Word document looks like. And we may as well make a start. We could probably do it this evening, actually, with the amount of time we've got. We could fill this one in and the next table and get task A and B done this evening, I'm hoping. So in the first column, the role at each one of the 5 stages, the role is just like a one paragraph. It's just I suppose if you think of it as a job, it's like that's the job title, and then the responsibilities are all the little bullet points that come behind it. So under the role, identify needs. So what do we do as trainers when we're identifying needs? Our role, I think, really is to put learners on the right program at the right level with the right level of support. That sort of encapsulates what our role is as trainers at that point. And then the responsibilities break down a little bit more behind that. So the responsibilities might be, looking at initial assessments, speaking to students and parents, possibly speaking to line managers or employers if they're apprentices or employees, and identifying essentially what the needs are and putting things in place. Then we go on to what other professionals might we work with, and what are the boundaries with those other professionals. And then we just repeat that for plan and designing, deliver and facilitating, assessing and evaluating the program. And that's it really. I don't think I've yeah, that's all there is to it. So what I'd suggest we do probably is I'll stop the recording at this point.